This tutorial is meant to give an overview of how to transition from using Control Assistant to ToolKit. Control Assistant is being deprecated because it is built on old technology, it doesn't have a modern interface, and it is difficult to maintain. ToolKit is replacing Control Assistant as the de facto Woodward service tool. ToolKit is built with modern technology, has a modern user interface, and it is actively maintained. ToolKit provides all the functionality of Control Assistant, along with improvements to live trending, data log viewing, event viewing, lookup tables and graphs, and settings management. ToolKit has 3 license levels: Basic, Advanced, and Developer. The Basic license is free, and allows users to use existing ToolKit-created tools to configure, calibrate, monitor, and troubleshoot their Woodward-based product. The Basic license also allows the creation of a quick tool, but the quick tool cannot be saved. The Basic license limits live trending and data log viewing to 3 plots. The Advanced license includes all the functionality of the Basic license, as well as unlimited plots for live trending and data log viewing, and the ability to save quick tools. The Developer license includes all the functionality of the Advanced license, as well as the ability to create and edit custom ToolKit tools. For more detailed information on ToolKit licenses, see the ToolKit help and watch the relevant videos on Woodward's YouTube training page. You can access the training page by going to YouTube and searching Woodward using ToolKit. WinPanel in Control Assistant is replaced with the Quick Tool in ToolKit. To create a Quick Tool, select the New Ribbon menu on the main ribbon. Select the Quick Tool menu item from the drop-down. You will be prompted to connect to a device. ToolKit connects directly using various protocols. Configure the connection and select the Connect button. Quick Tools support multiple page types: data grid, trend chart, lookup table, and event status. Quick Tools support multiple instances of the different page types. You can add parameters to a data grid page by dragging and dropping from the Parameters tab. Basic data types are supported on the data grid page. Parameter values can be edited using the in-place editors in the data grid by double-clicking on the value cell. You can add a new trend chart page and drag and drop parameters to the page. Live trending can be started and stopped using the toolbar on the trend chart. To change the properties of the trend chart, select the Properties ribbon menu item on the trend chart. The Trend in Properties dialog allows you to set the sample rate for the data updates, the storage type for the live trending, the time span of the trend chart, and the properties of the plots. Live trending data can be exported to a file by selecting the Export ribbon menu item on the trend chart. Lookup tables can be added to a Quick Tool by creating a new page, then dragging and dropping a lookup table parameter on the page. 2-dimensional lookup tables are displayed in a table, as well as a 2-dimensional graph. Array values can be edited using the table or the graph. 3-dimensional lookup tables are displayed in a table as well as a 3-dimensional surface graph. Array values can be edited in the table. Event statuses can be added to a Quick Tool by creating a new page, then dragging and dropping an event status parameter on the page. The event status shows active events and allows users to reset events if supported by the application. Quick Tool support ToolKit-GAP, and GAP supports Add to ToolKit. For more detailed information on how to create and use Quick Tools, see the ToolKit help and watch the relevant videos on Woodward's YouTube training page. Tunable management in Control Assistant is replaced with Settings Management in ToolKit. To read settings from a device and save them to a file, select the Save from Device ribbon menu item on the Settings ribbon. A wizard will guide you through saving the settings to a file. You can view and edit the settings file in the generic settings editor. The generic settings editor supports all data types, including lookup tables. Tune files are also supported in the generic settings editor. You can create settings files from the default values in the application by selecting the new ribbon menu item on the settings ribbon and selecting the Create from Defaults menu item from the drop-down. Select the SID file to create the settings from. To compare two settings files, select the Compare ribbon menu item on the Settings ribbon. Select the two settings files to be compared, and the name and value differences will be shown. To create a partial settings file, select the new ribbon menu on the Settings ribbon. Select the Create from Existing menu item from the drop-down. Select the file to create the partial settings from. Drag and drop the parameters you want included in the settings file. You can add settings from multiple settings files to the new partial file by selecting the Add Settings File button. You can then select parameters from each file to the settings file. Once all the settings have been added, save the partial settings file using the Save ribbon menu item. To associate a settings file with an application that it was not created from, select the Associate with Application ribbon menu item on the Settings ribbon. The Associate Settings panel will be displayed in the ToolKit window. Select the settings file to associate, as well as the SID file of the target application, then select the Associate button. The name differences and value differences will show in the panel, as well as the resulting settings file. Once the resulting file is correct, select the Save button to save the new settings file. For more detailed information on working with settings, see the Toolkit help and watch the relevant videos on Woodward's YouTube training page. GraphView in Control Assistant is replaced with the Data Log Viewer in ToolKit. To view data log files, select the Data Log ribbon menu item from the Tools ribbon. Select the data log file to be viewed. In the Data Log Properties dialog, select the parameters to view. Close the Properties dialog and view the parameters in the Data Log Viewer. For more detailed information on working with data logs, see the Toolkit help and watch the relevant videos on Woodward's YouTube training page. Thank you for watching this video on how to transition from Control Assistant to Toolkit.